Well, I want to preview some of the items that are coming up, some of the highlights in our Stuhrling Original Watch Hour. For those of you who have not shopped Stuhrling before, this is a watch company that is all about the history of watchmaking, and you'll see it in every piece we're going to be presenting today. This is a very, very special piece. J400544 is brand new today. It's a new limited edition Apocalypse Tourbillon. It is watch day priced at $889.16, and for today, on 6 easy monthly interest-free value payments. And that's the first time we have ever done that timepiece on a crocodile strap. I can't even tell you how crazy excited I am about this opportunity. You're getting 2 watches for $99.98. No, wait a second. You're getting 2 automatic watches, skeletonized, for $99.98. And on 6 value pays, it's beyond. This is just the beyond offer of the hour. J400125. Stuhrling, you can get this done in the gold tone, the rose tone, or the white bright stainless. Mother's Day, Father's Day, anniversaries, groomsmen's, bridesmaids, just shop until you drop. And as I mentioned, Ale will be back in about 45 minutes from now. For those of you who have not yet had a chance to take a look at our today's top value, that brand new limited edition Lupa Revolution, a brand new movement that is launching to the world today in a Swiss automatic chrono. Oh, we've got a lot to get to. So this hour dedicated to Stuhrling Original. Next hour to Stour watches. What's remaining in Stour, because they've all been selling out online. But Stuhrling Original, all about offering you the history of watchmaking and something brand new. All right, brand new today, a brand new execution, I should say, in the Stuhrling Original Men's Targa Sport chronograph, J400541. We're presenting it as long as quantities last or until the strike of midnight tonight Eastern at today's top value extra price of $109.54. And because everything is on 6 value pays, so is today's top value. That means that you can get your brand new Targa Sport in the brand new execution, brand new colors with the rubber straps for $18.26. Well, Larry Magen is here. He is president of North American operations of Stuhrling Original. Now, Stuhrling Original is really all about the art of watchmaking, right?
Absolutely. Very well said, Kendy. We're all about the art and tradition of the Swiss watchmaking legend. It goes into every aspect of the manufacturing process of every model that we do, of every timepiece. We're not just cranking out trinkets and baubles. There has to be a reason for it, and it's all in the process.
This, to me, is such a grand look for those of you who are looking for something colorful, something sporting. And this is that time of year that I love, but a lot of people don't love this time of year. They find it dreary. They find it dull. This will, on that day, that morning when you wake up and it's 29 degrees below zero, and it has been here in Minnesota lately, give you, that kick in your step, that little punch in your day. Let's go through these new colorways, because this is a new execution for the Targa Sport, right? This
is an absolutely brand new model, never been seen before today. Kendy, very, very exciting. I'm in love with our new Targa Sport.
Now, this is the black with the rose tone, all right? We also have the red in the stainless, and you know what they say? If you want to get noticed, red.
Okay.
Men, you need to wear red. By the way, the red is by far the most limited. I think we have fewer than 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead.
The blue is gorgeous as well. That's done with the gold tone,
right.
And the yellow is a sporty wow. So if you're heading south, you're heading to the beach, yellow is the way to go. That's also done in the stainless. And another sporty is the orange, and that is also done in the stainless look. Boy, it's hard to choose, isn't it?
It really is. I'm going to have to get 2 or 3 of these for myself. One of our classic models that we have, it's our Targa Sport from our Targa series and our Sportsman's collection. We've got about 10 or 12 models in the series now, but now we really sported it up with these colors. Usually they've been on the angled link bracelets, which are fantastic. Our Targa series is incredible. But now look at this new rubber strap with that steel rod that goes through. A custom-made strap, high-grade silicone rubber. You can feel how soft it is. And this orange, we finally did the Texas orange that I have been aiming for so long.
Texas orange.
Texas orange is kind of a burnt orange.
You know what color orange it is?
What?
That's a bear orange right there.
Is it? Okay, all right. I know what you're saying, the Chicago Bears, but what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of the oranges we do, and we do wonderful orange executions. I have many, everybody knows out there, the orange is my favorite color, but a lot of them are that kind of circus orange, you know what I mean? That
no, this is more of a manly
This
orange.
is that Texas Longhorn orange, that burnt orange that I just love. I'm going to have to get this, but the yellow, the blue and gold.
They're
this
all
is a
fantastic.
48 millimeter case design, tremendous presence on the wrist. You have a Citizen Miyota OS21 movement here, chronograph movement, very, very reliable movement. Look at the crisp-cut bezel on this. We call it a crisp-cut bezel. It's kind of got that kind of ribbon texturing as you see going around the bezel. This is not a cast case. And the reason I bring that up is because if you were to make a mold and have that kind of design on the case and everything, or on the bezel, you can stamp out 200 or 300 in one casting. These are blank from solid stainless steel. That is computer numeric control machining that is done to do that millwork on the bezel. Do not be fooled by this price. Look at those bugle style pushers on this case. One of my favorite pushers in our entire gallery here.
Fun.
The radiant dial on all of these. Just sensational. Now the Target is for everybody now.
And you've got an exclusive Cristerna crystal. Talk to us about
Thank
that.
you very much, Kendy. You know, our Cristerna crystal is proprietary to Stuhrling Original. Right there is a good view because you can actually see this is a slightly domed crystal as well, more expensive. But Cristerna is proprietary to Stuhrling Original. We were involved in the development of it 6 years ago. It's got more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire, which means it's more shatter resistant than sapphire, and it is more scratch resistant than mineral. We are very extremely proud of our Cristerna crystals.
All right, so if you want the red, which is red hot, and there is a tremendous amount of research that's being done on colors right now.
Okay.
Red, where's that note for Larry? Okay.
What?
Red is the color that is supposed to draw people toward you, especially women.
Okay.
So if you want the hottest look.
And I'm taking the red.
There
Okay.
goes Larry.
I'll take two.
He's taking it out right now. Well, he wants to be double-fisted. Here's the scoop. This is a brand new execution from Stuhrling Original Watches in the Targa Sport. It is a chronograph done with a rubber strap in your choice of colors, and that red will go very, very quickly. Now, you guys offer a 2-year warranty with all your pieces,
Two-year international warranty. Our service center is in New York. If anything goes wrong, you'll send it to us in New York, and we'll stand behind it like we always do. Look at how this strap is custom made to custom fit this case.
Yeah.
Very soft silicone rubber strap. But you'll notice the seamless case integration right at the lugs and right at the case. Properly done, properly made, so soft. This can now go for everybody. I have to say, without a doubt, second to none, my favorite Target in the entire Target series now, about 10 or 12 different models, I've lost count here. Now I finally must own a Target.
Well, you know,
this is incredible.
And on 6 value pays, why not? I mean, this gives you an opportunity to really shop for all of those men in your life, I'm thinking Valentine's Day on the red, gals, and that's what I'm thinking, Valentine's Day on the red.
You know, that orange is going with your coat.
I know, that's why I grabbed it. I thought it would work very spiffy. Graduations, groomsmen, I mean, at a little over $100, fantastic groomsmen's gifts. And do you realize that on Value Pay, we could ship you 6 of these timepieces tomorrow, and that your interest-free payments would be only $109.54 a month for 6 of them?
Wow.
Not
Fantastic.
bad.
And you know, that blue and gold is another one I absolutely love. That's 23 karat yellow gold on the 2-tone gold, and then the rose tone is the 16 karat rose gold. But that blue and gold, my old high school colors, my old college colors too, but the college blue was a little different at UCLA. But my high school colors was that kind of navy blue, that dark blue and gold.
Mine was orange. We were the Tigers.
Really? So like this kind of orange or a brighter orange?
A little bit brighter.
Okay.
A little bit brighter. This orange is more of the bear orange.
Yeah, I can see that.
Thinking about those bears today.
Guys, trusty, reliable Citizen Miyota chronograph, OS21, 24-hour indication at the 3 o'clock position. You're going to love this.
All right, well, very good luck in dialing the red. We'll be the first to go. And remember, this value is only good for today. Those value pays of $18, only good for today. It's time to start thinking ahead to Dad's Day, graduations, and all of those handsome men in your life. Okay, now here's the scoop. This may sell out before we even get a chance to get to it. I know for a fact, and this is one that Larry Magen wears.
Yes.
This is one of his #1 favorite Stuhrling Original timepieces. It's called the Manchester Aussie. It is a drop-dead gorgeous automatic. It is priced to sell out at $109.54, that is for sure. And I know that we do not have Oh, we don't. This is the lowest price ever. We have fewer than 100.
Right. Mechanical automatic with quick set day and quick set date. Don't delay. Okay. What do we
All
got?
right. Well, we're going to be moving quickly here. We've already sold over 1,100 of our Stuhrling Original Men's Winchester Grand Automatic, and we have about 250 remaining. Now, if you want the black, warning, warning, watch lovers, 16 remain. So if you want that black, it's now or never. And then we have about 100 each in the gold tone with the brown strap or in the silver tone.
Sure.
Realize what you're getting, okay, with this skeletonized dial in an automatic at $79.68, and on a value pay of $13, forget about it. These are going to be completely sold out.
At $13.28. You're absolutely right, Kendy. You know, our Winchester Grand, and I guess the choices here we have is the rose tone, the black, and the silver tone, but the Winchester Grand is one of our leading selling skeleton mechanical automatics. We have more than 100 different models of skeleton mechanical automatic timepieces. From our parliamentary series, we began the Winchester about 4 or 5 years ago, and the original Winchester was a 42 millimeter case.
Okay.
This is the Winchester Grand that is the larger size in a 44 millimeter case. But what makes the Winchester Grand so popular is when you are wearing a skeleton mechanical, it's all about sharing your appreciation and love of watches by showing the inner workings of the watch. And with many skeletons, even in our collection, there's a dial, and the dial is cut out to see. With the Winchester, there's no dial.
Right.
It's just all about the movement. It's laying out there for everybody to see. It's being held in this carriage with these kind of like wagon wheel spokes that act as hour markers. And then, of course, you have the Arabic 12, 3, 6, and 9 that are incorporated to that carriage. But it's just about the movement, okay? So if you want to show the inner workings, I don't know if there's a more transparent view of the movement in any of our mechanicals, and that is why the Winchester Grand has been so popular for us.
It's a very, very interesting design. Not one, but two. When you think about just the materials alone and what it takes to put this piece together, not one, but two Cristerna crystals, all right? You get a 2-year warranty and a genuine, beautiful leather strap at $79.68. It is absolutely one of those opportunities you may not have again, especially with the 6 value pays. And this, to me, is a piece that will really draw people to you. I think it's a conversation piece.
Well, there's no question. It is an eye catcher for sure. You're absolutely right. And that's what having a skeleton is all about. It's a conversation piece, without a doubt, Kendy. You're right. It does attract the eye. People look at it, and a lot of people have never seen the inner workings of a watch. You know, if you're new to watchmaking out there, or you've never owned a Stuhrling, there's no battery in this watch. This is a mechanical automatic, which means it's running off of a spring, off of a main spring.
Oh, that gold tone is beautiful.
Yeah, this is the 23-karat yellow gold.
Nice.
Another thing we did on the new Grand version, the Winchester Grand, is we made the hands on all the executions blue. So you can actually have a chance to read it. Many of our skeleton mechanicals, not only ours, but many of the other watch companies, they're a little hard to read because the hands blend in, okay? And that's okay too, because it's not about telling time. It's about paying homage to an art and tradition that goes back centuries. But with the Winchester Grand, we made these large Dauphine-style hands blue, which is a tribute to watchmaking in and of itself.
All right, so I do want to show you, this is the gold tone that has that brown croco embossed leather strap. I am wearing the black and the silver tone for you. They are the two that are most similar, but I want to show you the difference between the two before that black sells out, because we're down to about a dozen available. So on the left of your screen is the black, to the right of your screen is the silver tone, and in the black, almost sold out already. You don't see the black in the skeletonized very often, do you?
Yeah, you're right, Kendy. Very good call. It's a little more sporty. It's not, it's kind of edgy.
All right. Oh, I am so sorry, but we are not going to get a chance to get to this, and it's one of the only pieces for the women in the show. And it's one of the most beautiful new Stuhrlings. And I'm thinking for May Day, for Mother's Day, for spring, this has only been on the air once before. It's the Stuhrling Original Women's Perdita Square Quartz Leather Strap Watch. It is V400240. More have just arrived for this event, but pick it up at $11.23. It's stunningly beautiful.
You know, we may not be able to show it, we may not have time, but
it's gorgeous.
For that kind of a price, just take a chance on it. You're going to love it, ladies. It's gorgeous.
It is a beauty. All right, well, we are going to move on to our spotlight value of the hour. Well, I know Larry is very, very excited to present to you Stuhrling Original Men's limited edition Apocalypse Tourbillon timepiece. It is watch day price for today at $889.16. And it is available perhaps for the only time ever on 6 value pays, which means you can own this Apocalypse Tourbillon for $148.19. You'll have it on your wrist within about 1 week's time. Now, this is the very first time that this timepiece has ever been made available on a genuine crocodile strap, and that's because of customer request, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We went with a genuine crocodile strap, Kendy, and this is a large 52 millimeter case design.
Wow.
And with this extra large case, these extra wide lugs, look at how wide this strap is. Can you see that, Kendy? Mm-hmm. Right there?
Yeah, what do you want me to look at?
What does it say right there?
I don't know. I don't have my glasses on.
Okay.
If you're going to do this, you tell me before the show.
Anyway, it's an extra large. That's okay.
If I don't know the answer to it, I'm not going to, I don't know. Is it 20? My eyesight's so bad.
It's a 28 millimeter. I just wanted to have to prove it. It's a 28 millimeter wide, genuine crocodile strap.
You're the guy with the bad wrist. I'm the girl with the bad eyes.
I got bad eyes too. That's why I put that to you. No, but listen, guys. It's a 28 millimeter wide, genuine crocodile strap. Now, many of you have seen our Apocalypse Revelation before. I've got some great news to share right now. First of all, on our Apocalypse Revelations that came before this, it was either on a leather strap or a rubber strap or the rubber with the leather over it. This is the first time now we've put the Apocalypse Revelation tourbillon on a genuine crocodile, not a leather with a croco embossed, genuine crocodile, 28 millimeter wide. It's huge. Guys, go in your collection, see if you can find a 28 millimeter wide genuine crocodile. And it's fantastic. Now, here's the good news I have to share. It is a genuine tourbillon. I'll talk about a tourbillon here. This price is sensational. Great opportunity today on Watch Day. I confirmed this week. Now, you might have been here a few weeks ago when we were able to confirm that our Imperial Dynasty tourbillon was able to get into grand complications. Well, guess what? We got a little greedy. Okay, I called the publisher. We were able to confirm our Apocalypse Revelation will be featured full page in Grand Complications 2011. It comes out at Basel in just a couple of months at the end of March here. It's coming out, Grand Complications, in a hardcover this year, which is incredible. You'll be able to say, if you own this watch, you'll be able to have that Grand Complications book. I think they're going to charge $35 or $45 for it. You can buy it online and have it on your coffee table, which is an incredible book. It's hundreds of pages of tourbillons and all the best watches in the world. And Stuhrling Originals Apocalypse Revelation will be in Grand Complications. That is huge, okay? Now, this limited edition, Kendy, is limited to 125 units of each. The black or the blue, only 125 each on this limited edition with the genuine crocodile strap.
If you would like this, just so you know, in our inventory, we have 50 of each. That's all we have.
That's all we have here.
When they're gone, that's it on this piece. And I have to tell you, in person, I don't know how this is coming across on screen, but in person, this will blow your mind.
Awesome.
It's one of the finest quality crocodile straps I have ever laid my eyes on. Now, if you own a Stuhrling Original Tourbillon, we would absolutely love to hear from you. If you have any questions, also the expert, Mr. Larry Magen, is here to answer any of the questions for you.
Kendy, now let's address what a tourbillon is, okay? This was invented and patented by Abraham Louis Breguet in the 1790s in Paris, France. And at that time, he was searching for a more perfect mechanism for keeping time. And, his mechanical automatic timepieces, perhaps the greatest watchmaker of all time, were legendary, but they were maybe within 15 or 20 seconds a day. He wanted better timing. He couldn't understand why won't it keep perfect time. He believed, of course, at that time we were talking about pocket watches, that it was a gravitational pull on the escapement, and that's what you're seeing rotate here. If I could only rotate the escapement 360 degrees continuously when a pocket watch is being held in the same position all day long, it would have the anti-gravitational effect. Well, lo and behold, he did it. He proved it with a pocket watch. He patented it, and that's what a tourbillon is. Fast forward to the 1900s, and all your high-level, Swiss watchmakers began putting the tourbillon movement into wristwatches, and it became an art form. It doesn't have the same anti-gravitational effect as a pocket watch because your wrist is in different positions all day long. But it doesn't matter. It's still considered to be the holy grail of watch collecting. I think Stuhrling Original and ShopNBC have done a lot to kind of peel away the elitism and the unattainability, because tourbillon movements and tourbillon watches usually begin at $40,000 and go north from there on Swiss-made versions. Now, this particular movement, this movement is fantastic. This gives you a secondary time zone, or you can use it as a GMT hand up there at the 9 o'clock position. But this one has 28,800 600 vibrations. A lot of the tourbillon movements out there are 21.6, which are 6 beats per second. This one is 8 beats per second. You see the escapement, you see the balance wheel that is actually rotating at 360 degrees every 60 seconds. And just for good measure, you have an animated AM/PM indicator over at the 3 o'clock position. So it's a day-night indication.
Is there any special maintenance that goes along with the tourbillon?
Well, this is a pure mechanical. So what that means is you must wind it. It's not an automatic, okay?
Okay.
So, which is usually normal. There are such things as automatic tourbillons. We all know about that. This is a pure mechanical, which is more normal. But nevertheless, what you're going to do is when you put it on, you're going to set the time, you're going to push the crown in, and then you're just going to give it a good wind until you feel resistance. As soon as you feel resistance, back off. It's not a competition sport, Kendy.
Any other maintenance other than that? I mean, should we have our jeweler look at this every couple of years or so when it comes to a mechanical?
Well,
like this?
I would say this. If you need maintenance on it and you're feeling like it needs a service, you call us at Stuhrling Original and send it to us. I think we'd be better served to handle that.
I will tell you that if you're gifting this is a very, very special piece.
Look at the blue.
Stuhrling Original does some of the most magnificent packaging that you will ever find, and it kind of gives you the historical background of Stuhrling Original. This I know is a special piece for Stuhrling because you guys are really in the business of the history of watchmaking, and
very much.
You build watches kind of from the inside out, right?
Well, definitely so. You're absolutely correct. And a tourbillon, I think, you know, I've said earlier before we were known for our skeleton mechanical automatics. That's true, but we're also known for our tourbillons. You know, Stuhrling Original, we were the very first company to ever bring a tourbillon to home shopping television, and that was about 8 years ago right here on ShopNBC. We were the first company to break the $1,000 barrier on home shopping television. That was about a little over a year and a couple months ago. And then we were the first company to bring a tourbillon as a today's top value here at ShopNBC. That's never been done before. So we're kind of known for our tourbillons, and again, we are going to have this item, the Apocalypse Revelation, featured in Grand Complications. It's the first time in history, the 2011 book, that a non-Swiss-made tourbillon is featured in Grand Complications, which is more than the Bible of the industry. Grand Complications is the Mecca. It's published by Tourbillon International. There's many other publications that strive to be Tourbillon International, but there's only one Tourbillon International, and the Apocalypse Revelation will be featured in 2011. Comes out at Basel in a couple of months. You can own it by buying it online. You can have it on your coffee table, and you can open it up, and you can own the watch as well. Here it is. And by the way, our Apocalypse case, we've got about 20 different models in our Apocalypse series. This is our most popular case design in our entire gallery of over 1,200 models. It's got the 10-sided bezel. Here's a beautiful view of that exhibition case back. You see the gorgeous Côte de Genève finishing on the back plate of the movement. You see the gear, like the big gear, that's the bottom of the barrel right there. The Stuhrling Original gold etching on the back of the movement plates. You see the screws going around the perimeter of the case back. And you see you can even see some of the ruby jewels there, the red ruby jewels. This one has 19 jewels. See right there on the left, at the top left of the screen, it says 19 jewels right there. This is our caliber 93310 ST movement right here.
There's your limited edition.
Same movement that we had in the original Imperial tourbillon. That is absolutely correct. But this is the first time now we've done the Revelation on a genuine crocodile strap. In the past, they were either rubber straps or leather straps or a combination of rubber and leather. Now we did it on a big 28mm wide, genuine crocodile strap.
Limited to 125 pieces.
125 of the blue. You got a blue PVD bezel on this. You see the signature Stuhrling S screw heads going around the bezel right there. But to own a tourbillon it's really a collector's thing. I know there are people out there now, since we've been, leading the way, I believe, here at ShopNBC in the way of these tourbillons, and a lot of other companies are doing them as well. But there are people now collecting tourbillons because of ShopNBC, only through ShopNBC. Otherwise, you want to collect tourbillons, you're going to have millions of dollars, because tourbillons will go for $50, $100, $200, and even $1 million. And those kinds of tourbillons are all being featured in Grand Complications. And yes, your tourbillon Apocalypse Revelation will be featured right alongside all of those. And we just got that confirmed earlier this week, and I was so excited to come on the air and share that news.
For those of you who would like this timepiece, I do want to let you know what a special day this is, because it's today only that you are able to get this watch day price. And that's really important for you to know. We're reducing this in price by hundreds of dollars. In addition to that, we have 6 value pays, and that's not an opportunity that we can always extend to you. I don't know of anywhere else in the world where you can pick up a tourbillon on a value pay. And our value pays at $148. Think about
That's
this.
awesome.
You're going to get a piece valued at over $1,700 on your wrist within a week for $148.
You know, there were some people that wrote to us. They said, God, I love the Apocalypse Revelation, but why did you have to do it on a rubber strap? Or why did you do it on a leather strap with rubber? Why didn't you just do the alligator? Well, you know, it's 28 millimeters wide. So here we went all the way to a crocodile, genuine crocodile, not leather with a crocodile embossed, all the way, but there's only a total of 250 in the limited, 150 of the black, and 125 of the black, 125 of the blue. But this is what it's all about right here. The rotating escapement, 360 degrees, as you can see. And that screw head that's going down right at the bottom of the screen right now, which is opposite of that rotating gear, that is actually what acts as your seconds complication on the watch. It makes one revolution every 60 seconds. Use that screw head that's opposite the rotating gear as your seconds indication, guys.
All right, well, if you would like this on the crocodile strap, which is, there's no like break-in period. That strap is buttery soft and rich. The beautiful thing about crocodile straps, too, is they last forever. I mean, there's nothing much more durable than that crocodile strap. The only trivia on the show today, good luck in dialing at that watch day price. Well, I do have an invitation to send out in about 35 minutes from right now. We have the final hour of Stour. If you would like to get a little sneak peek ahead, you can do that online at ShopNBC.com. Also, within this hour of Stuhrling Originals, we only have an opportunity to show a few watches. So if you want to check out the entire Stuhrling collection, do so online at ShopNBC.com. And today's a good day to do it. It's the perfect day to do it because every watch is on sale, and every watch, everything, I don't care what product category, is on 6 value pays today at ShopNBC. Well, the final hour of Stour is coming up in about 35 minutes from right now. Michael will be joining me, and he'll be featuring this beautiful spotlight value. This we do not expect to last. It is not only the spotlight, but it has sold out the only 2 times it has ever been on the air. This will be watch day priced. It'll be available on 6 easy monthly interest-free value payments, and that will be 3 p.m. Eastern today, which is 35 minutes from right now. A full hour dedicated to Stour timepieces and some wonderful historical stories about all of those great pieces coming up for you as well. Well, this we're going to give just a couple minutes because you know what? This is Larry's pick. I'm just going to say it's Larry's pick because I know this is one he wears. This is one I know.
One of my favorites. I brought it with me to the studio today.
See, he's not even letting me talk about it because this is his favorite.
Just bang me on my broken arm, Kendy, okay?
Let me just introduce it quickly, and then you get the rest of the 4 minutes because I know this is your favorite. We only have a few of these. We have fewer than 100. It's at the lowest price ever. It's the Manchester Aussie, and you can get it home for $18.26. Okay, it's all yours. Why do you love this one so much?
Well, first of all, it's the most comfortable case that we make. It's 41 by 41, which gives you a 47 millimeter case equivalency from 10 to 4. So consider this a 47 millimeter case size, guys. Okay, but this has got the curved case, and Kenny's going to show you the profile kind of quickly here. There's the size of the case going across the diameter there to see the guilloche soleil pattern, but there's that curvature. Beautiful step design on the case, nice thickness to the case as well. But that curvature is fantastic. The strap itself is 27 millimeters wide at the lugs, but it has pre-curved metal inserts that are sewn into the strap at the lugs for perfect and seamless case integration. One of the finest straps that we make with a nubuck liner as well for extra soft against your skin. But you'll notice how it immediately curves and wraps the wrist. Ladies love this too. Now you look at the lowest price. Now you look at the value pay. And remember, this is not a quartz watch, guys. This is a mechanical automatic with day and date with quick set day and quick set date. And this is the black PVD version at the lowest price, okay? The other executions that you've seen here with the silver and the gray and the orange all are the silver tone case. Those are less expensive to manufacture, and they've been, I think the lowest price they ever were was $149, which is a great price. Here's your black PVD, physical vapor deposition case, which is more expensive at a watch day price. I'll let you say the price, but don't walk to the phone, run, because we don't have that many. Kendy, I want a chance to wear it on my wrist. And it looks great on the ladies, too. Ladies love this as well.
You know, this is an opportunity that will only last this hour with fewer than 100 remaining and at the lowest price ever with the 6 value pays. These simply will not last. I think it's a fun watch. I love the color.
It really is. You know, I remember about 5 years ago, the first time I saw when we started our first, Aussie series with these, jewel tone, Arabic numerals fanned around the dial. I said, God, that looks like a watch for a kid. But the thing is, when you know the watch industry, you realize, wait a minute, This is a very high-end look in the watch industry. Watches that cost tens of thousands of dollars have this multicolored rainbow numeral fanned around the dial, exploding numerals around the dial
Here you go,
for
sir.
tens of thousands of dollars. And it's an expensive look that you would find in the boardroom, even though it does have that whimsical, it has that whimsical look to it. It's a kind of a fantasy, you know, over the rainbow. But here's the black version. I have mine in my bag. This exact same watch right here.
It's half gone already.
And
yeah,
guys, you don't want to miss this.
Well, and we can't reproduce this value. That's important to
Look how
know. We can't go back to
comfortable this is on the
Stuhrling
wrist,
Original and say, you know what? Can you make that watch that we sell for $240? Can you make it for $109 again? It's not going to happen. Okay.
Guys, don't miss this. I mean, really, at this price and this giveaway. But you're going to love the watch. More importantly, it's got a curved top side, curved case back. Kendi, wind me up.
You're already
or wind me
up as
down.
you
I
get.
don't know. It feels like a fire sale around here today with all these prices.
Oh, well, we're going to move on to another fire sale for you. It's not a fire sale. It's a watch day.
All right. I said it feels like a fire sale.
I know. Well, this is one that I have to say I am so crazy excited about it.
Oh.
I love the sets. I think they're very romantic gifts to give. You're going to get 2 watches for $99.98. Not just 2 watches, but a his and a hers. Skeletonized
Yep.
timepieces with automatic movements. They're under $50 a watch, and you have value pay. I mean, it's beyond. So think about all the daughters and granddaughters and grandsons, and I would stock up.
On top of that, Kendi, it has an extra strap with everyone, too.
We're just giving it away today. All right, this is going to be a real quick offering, and we're trying to get to the phone lines and say hi to Stephen here in just a moment. But there are also fewer than 100 remaining in brown or in blue in our Stuhrling Original Men's Alpine Extreme Automatic with the rubber strap. It is $117.39. It is watch day price today and today only. It's on 6 value pays. And this happens to be a customer choice. So if you want to know what our customers have to say about this timepiece, log on to shopnbc.com and read the many reviews that live there. V400340. A little bit sportier, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we sported it up, absolutely. New rubber strap, fabulous rubber strap. You see it has the kind of the ridges going down the sides as well. But it's the same iconic case design for us with that large tonneau with the scalloped edges, the big dome crystal. But we went to 52 millimeters on this. The original Alpine was 45. This one is 52. I'll give you an idea on the wrist right here. 2 great executions, the blue or the brown. But, you know, still a skeletonized mechanical automatic. You still have that propeller-style faceplate. You still have those cigar-style hands. You still have that big bulbous-style crown.
All right, well, here's what we're going to do very quickly. We're going to run off to California. We're going to say hello to Stephen today. Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Hey,
Terrific.
Stephen.
Thank you. Welcome to Watch Day.
Well, thank you very much.
Are you picking up some pieces for yourself?
Well, actually, I'm looking at a couple of things, but like you were talking already about the lovely tourbillon.
Yes.
I picked that up the very first time they came out about, I don't know, 8 months ago, maybe?
Okay.
Something like that, 9 months ago?
Something like
I got
that.
the one with the blue bezel on it, and it had more of a, I don't know, what do you want to call it, like a, kind of like a metal that was kind of all entwined.
Mesh,
together.
yeah.
Mesh, there you go.
Like a mesh link bracelet, uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the only one I'd seen really quick. I love it, but you know, I live in the Palm Springs area, and I was talking to the people who want to put you on the show to talk, and he was just asking a couple of questions, and it's hilarious. There's a very, very large retail watch store. It's probably the largest of its kind I think of in the country, and they've gotten to know me pretty well in there. I walk in there, and and it was absolutely hilarious. Last 2 times I happened to walk in there, I happened to have the Stuhrling tourbillon watch on, and they have a guy following you around with 2 white gloves and a big green pillow, and usually having some kind of watch on there. And when they were looking around and they realized that I had a real tourbillon, and I had 2 of their watch manufacturer guys come out of the back, and they were trying harder to get how much I paid for it. And before I told them that, I wanted to know what was the least expensive one they had in the store. It was $42,500.
Right.
Wow.
And, you know, I know you guys have talked about it, but yeah. And I just absolutely love the Stuhrling watches. And the tourbillon, I tell you, I always wanted to own one, never thought I would be able to, and I love that watch. It's just outstanding.
Well, keep your eye, if you're an online kind of guy, for Grand Complications 2011, it'll be available somewhere online, I'm sure, but I think it's either going to be 35 or 45. It's going to be a little more expensive this year, but you're going to want to have that book because we just got confirmed the Apocalypse Revelation will be in the book for 2011. That's very exciting.
Wow, that is. Definitely have to get that, for sure.
Well, Stephen, we want to thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of Watch Day.
Oh, thank you so much. Absolutely. I've been up for hours now watching shows, so it's been great. Anyways, thanks, you guys. Have a great day, and thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you,
Thanks, Stephen.
Much love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
$42,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
You walk into a store wearing a tourbillon, all of a sudden they're going to treat you like a high roller. Too.
Yeah.
They're going to want to start pulling out their $20,000 and $30,000 and $40,000 watches to try to sell them to you.
Well, if you would like our Alpine Extreme V400340 is the item number. We have the brown. We also have the blue available at a watch day price of $117.39 and 6 easy monthly interest-free value payments. Well, I believe we have one more Stuhrling that we're going to bring out for you, and then we're going to head right back to today's top value.
Right.
This is an item I'm so sorry we're not going to get to presentation on, but please consider it for the women in your life. We have 70 in the black, 60 in the white, which is the purple. It's $67.39 for the Stuhrling Original Women's Perdita Square Quartz Leather Strap Watch.
Gorgeous style work.
Ideal for Mother's Day, spring, bridesmaids gifts, May Day. It's just the sweetest watch. Well, this is one that I know you've seen before if you've watched ShopNBC on a regular basis, and if you're a Stuhrling Original Watch fan. But I will tell you, today's price with the 6 value pays, I would say just get a couple.
Yeah.
Hang on to them, because this will become your ultimate gift-giving
Absolutely.
piece. You are not getting one watch for $99. You are getting 2 watches, a his and a her, both skeletonized, both with double straps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting 4 straps. And we're going to get them home to you for $16 and change. Now, we have sold over 4,400. We are now down to 200 in the rose tone, 200 in the gold tone, 200 in the silver tone,
Wow.
and that is it, all right? At $99.98. Let me clarify again. You will get 2 watches, one for her, one for him, and with each of the watches, you will get a black and a brown genuine leather strap. In packaging, I have to show you the pack. If you've never seen Stuhrling Original packaging before, it gives you a wonderful historical background. I get 2-year warranty. I'm stunned by this offer today. So
It's fantastic.
here's one that you're going to get. Here's the other that you're going to get. You're going to get both of these boxes.
Yeah. I see somebody switch the strap and put the brown one on there, which is great. But also they come with a nice black sleeve, too, which is really cool, that goes on the outside of the box. And
How are we doing this?
Well, listen, people ask me all the time, what do you do? And I tell them, I said, I work for a nonprofit organization.
You
But,
must.
it's not about making money. Yes, of course, we're in business to make money. Make no mistake about that. But this is an offer, Kendy. As you said, you've probably seen this before. This was put together for the Christmas gift-giving season, right before December, right before Christmas. And, of course, we sold thousands of them, as you pointed out, thousands of sets. What you're seeing here on Watch Day is what's remaining in the lot here, folks. So when we did a big special promotion, for ShopNBC for Christmas, it was about bringing new people to the brand, bringing new people to ShopNBC. Take advantage, but do not be fooled by the price.
Yeah.
These are both very serious timepieces, and we keep referring to it, Kendy, as his and hers. And here's some very nice pictures from our good friend Jim Skelton.
Beautiful.
He takes beautiful pictures, beautiful luminous alpha-style hands. As you can see, the Arabic numerals have all been individually applied, which was a new step this year for the Delphi Omega gift set. But what I was going to say is that on this, on this particular gift-giving set, no matter which execution you choose, the dials have that antique silver dial. So if you get the gold tone, it's got the antique silver dial. If you get the rose tone, it still has the same antique silver dial. And the same thing with the silver tone. We call it an antique silver. Actually, that was given to us by Tim Temple. I was calling it a champagne dial. Tim said, it's kind of an antique silver. I said, Tim,
like
you're
that.
right. He's absolutely correct.
He's got a
It was a
good
great call.
eye.
But remember, there's no battery in this watch. You are getting 2 genuine skeletonized mechanical automatic pieces running off of a mainspring, the way watchmaking used to be in the old days. Again, don't be fooled by the price. This is a very serious timepiece The cases are blank from solid stainless steel. And again, what I was going to say that slipped my mind is we keep referring it to as a his and hers. And that's the way it was designed, a 35 and a 44. But what we found out is a couple of things. Number one, a lot of ladies like to wear both.
I would in this one,
Yeah,
for sure.
like to wear the 44 in certain situations and the 35. That we did find out. Also, it's fabulous father and son. A lot of the younger,
great idea.
a lot of dads want to get their kids started with mechanical automatics and skeletonized. It's about paying homage to an art and tradition that goes back centuries. It's watchmaking the old-fashioned way and sharing your appreciation. And you have a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old. 35 millimeter is absolutely perfect. So it is a father and son. We had many emails about that. So, but it's also his and hers. So, you know, don't just pigeonhole it into his and hers because it's. And you know, here's another thing. Nice shot, Kendy. On the Expedition case back, you'll notice how the rotor has been color coordinated to match the execution of the case. You have a
I will
rose
tell
tone
you,
rotor.
the phone lines are very busy.
Absolutely.
This is an opportunity to get to the last of. These are the very final quantities. Remember, you're going to receive 2 boxes, 2 beautiful boxes, one incorporating the women's, one incorporating the men's. Both will come with a brown strap and a black strap that are interchangeable with those quick change pins.
Right.
To be able to get automatics that are skeletonized with 2 Cristerna crystals, 2 genuine leather straps, both beautifully packed. I mean, think about bridesmaids, think about groomsmen, think about Father's Day, think about Mother's Day, think about anniversaries, think about events that are way down the road. This is one of the most exceptional values, if not the single most exceptional value of the entire day. We're down to the very final quantities. We began this hour with 200 sets in the silver tone, 200 sets in the rose tone. Rose tone is really rich, and 200 sets in the gold tone.
This is my choice. I like the silver tone.
You like the silver tone? I think is a little more contemporary. The rose tone is a little bit more vintage, and the gold tone is a little bit dressier. That's
Good
how
call.
I would.
That's a good call.
That's how I would put. You know
Very
what I
well
would do?
stated.
I would get one of each set.
Absolutely.
And then as those occasions pop up, think about it. What kind of gift can you give
know.
for under $50 today that is this spectacular?
Keep them in the trunk of your car, and you never know when you're going to need it.
Well, not in Minnesota. You don't want to keep it in the trunk of your car.
Well, that's true. It's minus 20
Yeah,
degrees.
no.
I forgot about Minnesota.
All right, the phone lines are the phone lines are crazy. This is your last shot.
Yeah.
It's your last opportunity to get this. And think about it. You're getting 2 watches home, 2 automatic, beautiful watches home for $16.66. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Nowhere else in the world are you going to get this. So think ahead to the son's graduation. Think ahead to the grandson's birthday. Think ahead to your mom and dad's anniversary that are coming up. Maybe it's their 25th, maybe it's their 30th, maybe it's their 50th, maybe it's, who cares? I mean, at this price, honestly, who cares? Think about these as thank you gifts. I love you. Teacher gifts at the end of the school year. Coach gifts.
Absolutely.
$50. You can't even get a decent looking plant for $50.
And people just tear up when they open the box, too. They're just like, they can't believe you spent so much
Gorgeous.
money.
You get 2 of these. 2 of them. Thank you, Larry.
Thank
When are
you,
you
Kendy.
back, sir?
5 p.m. Central,
6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Larry
Thank you,
Magen.
Kendy.
Well, we're going to kind of transition into a little 15-minute Invicta block, but don't forget Stour is coming up at the top of the hour.